man. We are so back, bro. It's been so long. We did, episode about 2 weeks ago just to kind of get back into the feel of things. With Sportswithseb, obviously, we've been on a hiatus from streaming, from live streaming in general. It's been quite some time since. Oh, let me get back in the middle here. It's been quite some time since, I've been on here giving my thoughts on what's going on in the sports world. So, but we're officially back, man. I'm gonna try to do at least 2 episodes a month. If not, I'm gonna aim for one every week. Obviously, right now we're in a kind of a slow period for the main sports that I like talking about, which is the NBA and NFL. So, we're getting towards the playoffs for the NBA, so things will start to heat up again. But as of right now, we're a little bit at a slow point because it's like the back half of the season where we're just kind of cruising until the end. So. But yeah, man, let's I guess we'll give everybody a couple minutes to see if they get in here. I gotta see if I can set up my chat for Twitter somewhere. Let me see. I'm not sure I don't want to put it up here on this and have like the audio echoing. Anyways, all good, bro. All right, man. Let's see here. Sure, everything's chilling. It looks like everything's chilling so far. Oh, maybe I can pull it up on my phone actually. Hold on. Okay. It might be super delayed. Just want to put that out there for you guys. But I'm gonna try. If it ever decides to load. Okay. Anyways. Well, let's do this intro, bro. What is up, guys? It's your boy Seb, man, and we're back with Sports with Seb, episode number 1. Man, it feels good to be back. As you guys know, I said earlier, we did do our half episode just to kind of ease back into things, but we're officially back, man. We're gonna start getting into some of this stuff. So obviously, I've upgraded from sitting behind my dresser. From all that time ago, guys. Alright, I used to sit behind a dresser with a different chair, like a little chair. Like, it was bad, man. It was bad. It was a bad setup. But now we've upgraded. We got the PC. We got the dual monitors, man. We got a lot of cool stuff here. So, you know what that means. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff to have on stream. It's going to be a lot more, what's the word? Different than what we had before, man. We're just going to use the word different. So, I got a couple things stored up for today. I also have a little... Just want to run through it. We're going to talk about some of the draft stuff that happened recently. We got the combine and stuff like that. We got a couple trades in the NFL that's gone down, especially a big one today on March 4th. What else do we have? I know obviously there's a lot of people getting tagged. There's a lot of people not getting tagged by the deadline that just passed recently. So a lot of cool stuff to talk about in the NFL. And then I also want to talk about some basketball. We're going to move over to the NBA. We're going to talk about some of the things that I saw that Bam Adebayo said about the Miami Heat. And then we're going to talk about some college basketball. Where obviously, if you guys watched the episode prior to this one, Sportswithseb episode 0.5, I did get into what I've been doing on the off time, which I will get into in a second. But yeah, so Canes basketball, we're talking about a little bit about that. And then we're going to talk about FIU basketball because that's obviously, as you guys know, the FIU colors. That's my alumni school. That's the team that I go to cover their games and stuff like that. So we're gonna get into some of that stuff. But yeah, man. So let's discuss the hiatus. So I don't know why on Twitter it's not working. Is my Wi-Fi just bad? I'm kind of scared. Hold on, guys. Cause it says we're live on there, but. Okay, now we're chilling. But yeah, so the hiatus, man. So I've been up to a lot of cool different things. Let me actually pull it up here. Been up to a lot of cool different things, man. I've been getting more in touch with the FIU crowd, getting into all these games, getting some behind the scenes access that I didn't have before. I've been, writing some articles, as you guys have seen on my page. I'm going to a lot of more than just the basketball and the football games. I was going to the soccer games. I went to a baseball game yesterday. So we're expanding Sports with Seb here, guys. So I do want to show you guys my page here. Hold on. so you guys can see what I've been up to. Boom. Is it gonna take me to my team though, like to my section, or okay, all right, they're trolling me. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We're getting there. We're getting there, I promise. I promise we're getting there. Alright, here we go. Alright, let me switch over to this, so you guys can see this. Oh. Okay. Oh, nope. Here we go. Alright. Alright, man, as you guys can see, man, these are the articles that I've been writing while I've been working with Lemon City, LemonCityLive.com. Guys, make sure you guys check out their website. They obviously cover a lot more than just FIU. They cover UM, they cover the Dolphins, the Heat, a lot of the soccer teams. A lot of good stuff, good reads on there for sure. And obviously, you guys know I've been working not only with Lemon City Live, but also with the Pause Up podcast. Shout out to my guys, Jake and Kevin. And of course, Rick. I can't forget my boy Rick, bro. So make sure you guys all go give him a shout out, go give him a follow. But yeah, so this is some of the stories that I've been writing, or articles that I've been writing recently. Obviously, you guys can see the last couple of ones have just been basketball. So we have the UM game, where the Hurricanes did beat Boston College, and they're currently ranked at number 22 in the most recent polls. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. And then we got the last couple of FIU games, and then, you know, so on and so forth. So these are all the articles I've written for Lemon City Live. So make sure you guys go check that out on their website. The link is in my bio. It's on my Twitter. It's in my Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, make sure you guys let me know. I'll add you guys. And yeah, that's just the stuff that I've been up to, man, while we've been waiting for the return of Sports with Seb. But yeah, so as far as what we got in store, man, we got a lot of cool stuff. So I do want to get into the NFL draft. I feel like that's kind of one of the first things I want to do. I want to do a lot of the talking out the way before we get into the last part of the NFL that I have in store for us, which is a little more interactive, a little more fun. But yeah, so let's see. Let's go back to my original website here. Oops. I love to have dual screens, guys. This is amazing. I actually have triple screens because I have the dual screens, and then I have my TV as my third screen. Can never have too many screens. Alright, so let's switch back over to Seb in the corner. Boom, Seb's back in the corner. Alright, man, so specifically, I did bookmark a couple of things that I really wanted to get through. We're going to get through a lot of the other stuff. So just a couple of things that impressed me that I've seen that I just wanted to touch on. This is the wider... Everybody can see that? Oh, Twitter shows a little bit. It's alright. We'll be alright. So this is the 40-yard dash for the wide receivers for this year's draft. Apparently, this is one of the fastest wide receiver draft classes in a long time. So it's very interesting to see all these guys on here. The reason why I picked this graphic specifically is because my boy Eric Rivers, a former FIU Florida Panther, man, he went to Georgia Tech last season and he balled out, and he got invited to the draft combine, bro. That's insane, bro. That's awesome. So just wanted to give him a shout out because that's our guy, former FIU Panther, bro. I just had to give him that shout out. But yeah, man, he ran a 4.3, guys. That's pretty crazy. 4.3 is pretty crazy. Honestly, I didn't think he was that fast. I didn't think he's running under a 4.4 for sure. But you know, hey, shout out to Eric Rivers, bro. That's our guy. So that's why I wanted to bring that one up. But just something to keep in mind going into the draft. If your team needs a wide receiver, there's a lot of speed out there, man. There's a lot of speed out there, and that's what we're getting into in these NFL games these past few seasons. Everybody's just getting faster, bro. It's about the speed. This is another one that I wanted to touch on. The Hurricane offensive tackle. I know it seems a little biased, guys, because we're FIU. Well, I do cover South Florida, okay? Get over it. But yeah, I wanted to touch on Markel Bell because, I mean, look at these numbers. These numbers are insane. This guy's 6'9", bro. 6'9". They don't even have that NCAA, bro. I've never seen a recruit, offensive line recruit over 6'8", bro. 6'9" is crazy, bro. 6'9", 346. And his 40 time wasn't that bad either. Where is it? This is it right here. A 5.36. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And he cut it almost 2 seconds shorter than his first run, by the way. So that man's got some speed on him. So yeah, I wanted to touch on him too, bro, because I mean I don't think he's going first round, if I'm being honest. I mean, at least that's what I've seen on a lot of the reports. I mean, we can double check on that because I never want to be wrong here. Let's see, projection. See, day 2, early 3. So he's definitely gonna be maybe a later round pick, probably a 4th round pick. If he really falls, then maybe a 6th round pick. But honestly, I think this would be a good player for the Dolphins. I know, more South Florida, but like, let's be honest, guys. Come on, our offensive line has just been terrible this past few seasons. We honestly only have 3 offensive linemen on contract for next season. So there's a lot of positions that we're gonna need to fill on the offensive line. And obviously with the new GM, the new head coach, the new regime in the front office, we want to rebuild right this time. So, and that starts with winning in the trenches, bro. If you can't win in the trenches, you're not winning football games. It's not happening. So that's just something that I really want the Miami Dolphins to hit on, at least in this draft, is to definitely get some good offensive linemen in this draft at some point, and maybe grab a veteran in free agency if there's some good ones that doesn't kill us in our cap, because obviously we know our cap situation is abysmal. All right, hold on, let me take a sip of this. We're not sponsored by Coke, just saying. Also, guys, I do want to mention, I want to keep the episodes around 45 minutes to an hour. I don't think we need to go longer than that. I feel like it just be too much talking. So I'm going to try to aim for 45 minutes, as a stopping point. I might end it sooner. Obviously, it just depends on how much we have to get through. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out there. So, yeah, so Markel Bell, bro. God, I love this guy. I really hope that the Miami Dolphins, recognize in their own backyard that they got this guy sitting there in round 5 to draft him. Jeremiah Love also had a really impressive 40 time. I didn't know he was that fast. That one was one that really surprised me. Jeremiah Love. I really thought he was more like hit you straight up type of back, but this guy seems to be a little more than that, man. This guy got some burners on him, bro. So, a lot of people are saying that he could go top 5. I think personally, I don't know if I'm drafting a running back that high, if I have a lot of other, positions I need to fill. I feel like offensive lineman, quarterback, defensive end, I think those are or D tackle. I feel like those 3-4 positions are positions that you need to hit if you're going to draft in the top 5. Like, you shouldn't be going running back. I just feel like there's just so much running back talent that goes on in college that transfers to the NFL level. I don't think, you need to draft him that high. But Jeremiah Love running 4.3 is making a great case to draft them in the top 5. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does, maybe at 4 or 5. But honestly, I would love to see him fall to the Chiefs, bro. I would love to see him go to the Chiefs. I feel like that would help Patrick Mahomes next season, assuming he gets back at a decent enough time where the Chiefs are not out of any type of playoff race or anything like that. So I think he'd be a great addition there, man, especially because, Rashee Rice, a lot of his situation is very up in the air off the field. So any weapons that Mahomes can get, I feel like, you can't go wrong. So at least for the Chiefs standpoint. So just wanted to bring Jeremiah Love up. Running 4.3 is actually crazy. And then we obviously have this. And then we're going to get into more of the NFL news portion. Obviously, guys, as you know, Sportswithseb is on Twitter. If you're not following us, make sure you go follow us. But this was March 2nd, so this was Monday. Some early news that we had going on in the NFL that I kind of just summarized. So shout out to Adam Schefter for being our GOAT NFL insider and getting all this information. So this is some of the stuff that's happened this week. I think David Montgomery being traded to the Texans was one of the craziest moves I've ever seen. I don't know why the Texans would go that route, especially when you have Woody Marks on the come up. But he had a really good, I wouldn't say really good, but he had a decent season last season. And I was expecting him to be running back number 1, but maybe they just want to go, 1-2 punch type of deal. That way you don't put a lot of the pressure on just one guy. So maybe that's why. But I don't know, man. I feel like I said, there's a lot of talent in the draft. You could have re-signed Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb wasn't too bad for them. He stayed pretty healthy while he was playing with them. So I'm not sure how I feel about that trade from the Texans standpoint, especially when you have a lot of other positions that you need to fill. But it's all good. I think C.J. Stroud, he had a little bit of a down year last season, but I think this season obviously he's gonna bounce back and maybe win the my bad, I hit my table. And maybe bounce back and win the division. Who knows? And then we obviously have Marshawn Lattimore getting released by the Commanders. All-pro wide receiver, Pro Bowler wide receiver. Used to play for the Saints. Then he ended up in Washington. And now he's a free agent. And now we are waiting for his next team. Who needs a cornerback out there? What teams need a cornerback out there, chat? What teams need a corner? I'll tell you what, the Dolphins need a corner. But they're not going to go and spend money on this guy. I feel like he's too old. And they want to try to go as young as possible. So I don't see him going over there. And then you have the tackle, Jawan Taylor, also released by the Chiefs. He's the one that's pictured here. If you have watched a lot of the Chiefs games, or if you even just watch their games in the playoffs, which I'm sure everybody has, you'll notice that there's a guy that always false starts like 2 or 3 times in the game. It's him. It's that guy. That's the guy that they finally got rid of. So, yeah, he's gone. And then you have a couple of other things. Dalton Risner, he signed an extension with the Bengals, so they're gonna try to keep that offensive line and keep the same 5 going into next season. And try and add some depth there, obviously, to protect Joe Burrow, because we know that's been a very, very big problem over there in Cincinnati, is that they haven't been able to protect their franchise quarterback. He's been getting hit. He's spoken up about it. He knows about it. All the other players on the team know about it, so hopefully they address it this season. It looks like it starts with extending guard Dalton Risner. And then you have the trade, Titus Howard. He got traded to the Browns for a fifth round pick. And he also signs an extension with them. So, Titus Howard, he's a Cleveland Brown. Cleveland rebuilding that offensive line. We know for a couple years, their offensive line was top in the league, man. You couldn't go wrong. They can't win games, but they can block, man. They can block. And so, they're going to go back. Like I said, bro, football's won in the trenches, bro, unless you're the Cleveland Browns. They're exempt. But yeah, that was a couple of stuff that was going on Monday of this week. So moving forward, obviously you have a couple of other stuff. Oh, well, this is some of the stuff that's happened. What the hell just happened? What was that noise? What was that noise? Best streamer ever, low-key, this guy, bro. And let's see, let's go back up to my actual page now. Oops. So we can go over. Alright, you're trolling me. So we can go over the other news that was reported. Okay, yeah, we don't need to have double strain, thanks though. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, bro, there's a lot of news that's happened. Let's see here. Oh, bro, Liam Eichenberg. Guys, tell me this meme isn't hilarious. Tell me this meme isn't hilarious, bro. Like, come on, this guy is like. Liam Eichenberg was the player that I needed him to go, bro. Like, I don't understand how you can hold on to a second-round pick that long who has underperformed time and time again. People are going to say, oh, well, he played all 5 positions on the line. Yeah, he played all 5, and he couldn't find a single one that he was good at. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry to hate him. I'm sorry to hate on him, bro, but, like, I have to be honest, bro. As a Dolphins fan, it was really painful seeing this man on the field play. Like, oh, do I have the other picture of him? Oh, dude, I don't have the other picture of him. But there was literally enough. You know what? I'm going to look it up. What is that noise, bro? Am I getting, like, gifted subs or something? Like, what's happening? Where is it, bro? This one, bro. Here it is, bro. Come on, dog. Oh, you can't. Oh, come on, bro. They're trolling me, bro. They don't want you to. Chat, can you guys see that now? Can you see that? You should be able to now. Right here. This is insane, bro. This is actually insane. Like, how can you hold on to him that long? Look at him, bro. Look at him. Sorry. Just had to get that right out the way. Sorry. I want to figure out what that noise was, bro. Like, what the hell are you on to, bro? I'm scared. I thought we were gonna get this subs or something, bro. Oh, give me a sub. Yo, I'm the best streamer. Sub to me, bro. Give me a sub. All right, let's see. Yeah, that was the announcement. And then the next thing that we got here, we got Breece Hall. Oh, let me scroll down a little bit. Oh, okay, hold on. We got the Breece Hall being franchise tagged by the New York Jets. He is not going anywhere other than New York. Obviously, we know he was in contract extension talks with New York for a pretty long time. And then once the deadline started getting around, you know, they had to let him know, like, look, buddy, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. Sorry, buddy. And if you do try and talk to another team, which I did see this earlier, if you do try and talk to another team and you sign a contract over there, we're going to be able to match it, and we're probably going to match it. And if they don't match it, then the team that signs him owes the New York Jets 2 first-round picks, and no team is going to do that for Breece Hall, respectfully. So Breece Hall is going to be a New York Jet for another season. Maybe they work out a contract, you know, at some point throughout the season, but as of right now, franchise tag. Boom! Franchise tag emo right there, bam. Imagine. Just imagine it. Just imagine it. What else do we have? Which, this one was surprising to me. This guy just won the MVP award in the Super Bowl that they just won last season. And you're not going to, at very least, franchise tag him? You're just going to let this guy walk? Come on, bro. I understand you have Zach Charbonnet, right? I think that's how you pronounce his last name, Charbonnet. But you had the 1-2 punch, bro. This is literally well, hold on. Let me backtrack. Jahmyr Gibbs is, bro, what is that noise, bro? What is that noise, bro? Who's gifting me subs, bro? I swear that's what's happening right now. It's making me tweak, bro. It's tweaking me out. Anyways, I understand you have Zach Charbonnet, but this was basically a similar 1-2 punch that you had with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. It's fake, bro. It's not fake, bro. I don't know what you're saying is fake, but whatever. Yeah, so I don't understand how you just let him walk. Personally, I'm franchise tagging him at the very least, bro. Let me at least get you one more season, bro. If you really are going to be, you know, someone that I want to sign long term, maybe like just halfway, you know. It's fake, the subbing noise, bro. I don't know, bro. I keep hearing it, dude. Maybe at some point throughout the season you work out a deal. Like maybe midway you guys have a talk and you guys work something out long term. But damn, bro, like he literally just won the MVP of the Super Bowl. Not your franchise quarterback that you just paid millions of dollars for. The guy that was playing on his rookie deal just won the Super Bowl MVP right on time for payday, and you're not gonna pay him. You're just gonna let him walk. And on top of that, they're saying that he might end up going to the New York Giants. Which, by the way, New York Giants, what are you doing? What are we doing over there? Are we kidding? You guys need a wide receiver. Your wide receiver right now is Darius Slayton too. Your wide receiver 2 is Darius Slayton. Come on, bro. Because I'm pretty sure the Robinson guy is about to walk too. Will Robinson? That's not his name. Buddy, there you go, bro. He didn't get franchise tag. He's about to be gonzo, bro. He's about to be done, chat. Come on, dude. Insane, bro. He could be gone, bro. Right now, like I said, your wide receiver 2 is Darius Slayton. Your wide receiver 1, obviously Malik Neighbors. But you're going to need a wide receiver too at some point, man. You're going to need one. And if you don't end up re-signing Wan'Dale Robinson, then, I guess Kenneth Walker is going to solve your problems? No, come on, bro. What are we doing? Go get a wide receiver, man. All right, what do we got here next? Oh, Kyler Murray. One of the bigger, not necessarily news in the sense that it was shocking, but bigger news in the sense that it's like, oh, wow, like that really just happened. Like we knew it was coming, but they actually did it, guys. So obviously, if you didn't know, for a couple of weeks, couple of rumors have been going around that the Cardinals are going to release Kyler Murray, and it's finally happened. They do have a new head coach over there down in Arizona. Obviously, the head coach did not draft Kyler Murray, and he's going to want his own guy. And they're going to go get one. Maybe it's in the draft. Maybe it's in free agency. Who knows? Apparently, they're starting to get intrigued by Malik Willis. We saw a little bit of sample piece of Malik Willis last season for Jordan Love while he was hurt. He played all right, but I don't know if I'm paying him $30 million a year to be my quarterback, because apparently that's the money he's asking for, guys. Which is pretty insane, in my opinion. That's just me. Maybe he can be a good bridge quarterback for them, but like I imagine they want to build it right, and they don't want to be in cap hell. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, he's free to sign anywhere. I'm not too sure where he might end up. Maybe he can go to New York. Obviously, they're in need of a quarterback. They're not going to re-sign Justin Fields. So they're looking for their next guy, too. Maybe they draft one as well. Who knows? They do have a high pick, too. So, who knows, bro? And Kyler Murray's going to get paid. He's going to get that $36 million right there that you see. That's guaranteed. If you don't see it, he's owed $36.8 million from the Arizona Cardinals. So he could play on a veteran minimum, at least for 1 year. And if you're the New York Jets and you can make that happen, I don't see why not. You play the risk. You could still draft a quarterback. You sign Kyler Murray on a 1 year, on a prove-it deal. If he plays out of his mind, boom, you play him and you let the rookie sit for another year or two, bro. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Kyler Murray, he could still play ball, though, bro. He should not be a free agent for too long. I really do think at some point someone's going to have to sign this guy. I mean, maybe he ends up in Minnesota. Minnesota's been talking about getting another quarterback because they're not too sure on J.J. McCarthy, or maybe they just don't feel he's not ready yet. So maybe, again, another bridge quarterback option over there for Minnesota. I don't know where else I can see him going. Like, I'm trying to think. What teams also need a quarterback? Definitely not. I guess it depends how you look at the Browns' quarterback situation, but I imagine they're just going to want to develop Shador or Dylan Gabriel. So I don't see him ending up in Cleveland. I do like Minnesota and the New York Jets as two viable options. The Colts, if they can't find anything to do with Danny Dimes, maybe he ends up over there in Indy. Who knows? That would be very interesting too. Other teams would need a quarterback right now. I'm trying to think, man. The Saints, they have Tyler. Let's just look at all the NFL teams. I don't even know why I'm just trying to sit here and waste time and guess. I just need to see their logo, and I can tell you if they have a quarterback or not. All right, let's see here. So, obviously not any of these. Oh, maybe Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can be another good team for him. They do have DK. They technically still haven't re-signed Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is still a free agent right now. He hasn't announced retirement yet, so he could end up being back in Pittsburgh, especially after they hired Mike McCarthy. But assuming they don't go after Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray could be an answer at quarterback for a little bit. Who knows? The Colts, like I said, I mentioned the Colts. The Jaguars, no. The Dolphins, I don't see the Dolphins getting in any type of Kyler Murray discussion. If it's at a vet minimum, then possibly. But I don't imagine the Dolphins are trying to be any type of competitive. Wow, I really can't talk today, guys. You guys got me nervous. I really don't think that they're going to be any type of competitive, or they don't want to be any type of competitive next season. So, and I think Kyler Murray does make them competitive. Not competitive for a playoff spot or anything like that, but definitely at least 7 wins next season. The Patriots, obviously, they got Drake May. The Jets, I already mentioned. The Broncos, the Chiefs, now Raiders. The Raiders are probably gonna get Mendoza. It'd be dumb not for them not to get Mendoza, but yeah, they're gonna get Mendoza. I don't even know why I'm trying to speculate. No, let me not throw that out there. Chargers, obviously not. They have Baker. They have Tyler. Bryce Young. I guess it depends on how they feel about Bryce Young. Maybe Kyler Murray can be another. He'd have to be the backup though. I'm sure Bryce Young is not having it being on the bench, and he definitely did have a great year this year compared to his last couple seasons. So he's definitely learned a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised. The Falcons are another interesting team though, because they're not gonna have Kirk Cousins because he's gone. He's gonna be on probably either a free agent and probably just end up being done, or he might end up being a backup somewhere. Maybe back in Minnesota. Who knows? But I saw some stuff that they're not too keen on Michael Penix as their future quarterback. Obviously, he has a lot of time to develop still. There's a lot of motions that he's going to have to go through. So, Kyler Murray, if he's there, maybe he plays a year. Like I said, I think wherever Kyler Murray signs, I don't think it's going to be for a long period of time. It's definitely got to be a 1-year prove-it deal. And then he's going to get paid the season after, assuming he has a good season. So I do think that's the type of direction that he's going to. So I do feel like teams that are interested in him know that it's basically a 1-year rental. So I don't see any of the other teams that are desperately needing a franchise quarterback to be like, oh my God, let me just pay you right away. Now I think it's a 1-year prove-it deal no matter where he goes. Like I said Minnesota. These other teams, I don't see it. The Rams is kind of interesting, though, because how long does Matthew Stafford have before he hangs it up? He's a competitor. You know he's probably going to try and play as long as he can. But he also does have a couple of daughters back at home that he obviously has mentioned that he would love to spend more time with them, etc., etc. So maybe him retiring could be a possibility if the Rams end up winning a Super Bowl this season or maybe in the next season. So maybe if Kyler Murray sticks around, maybe he can go be quarterback 1 over there in LA. But yeah, and then this is when the the tag deadline passed. These are the notable names that didn't get tagged. Obviously, I mentioned Kenneth Walker. I didn't mention Alec Pierce. He did say today with Kay Adams that he is not going to immediately sign with the Colts. He feels like he deserved his opportunity to explore the market and see what teams are offering as far as money and years go for his next team. So I personally can see him ending up in maybe New England. Because obviously they also just had some big news today. They did release Stephon Diggs, so they're in need of a wide receiver. So maybe Alec Pierce can end up over there. Another notable name, Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne. Let me go back here. Let me scroll. He didn't get tagged by the Jaguars. He could be on a new team next season as well. I would also like to see him on the Chiefs. I think that would be a great fit for him if he ended up on the Chiefs. Obviously, he's a pass down back. He can catch in the backfield. Patrick Mahomes loves to dump the ball off, man. I feel like with Travis Etienne, and maybe if they do end up keeping Pacheco a little bit longer, you have that 1-2 punch. You have the Pacheco with the on first and goal, not first and goal, at the 1-yard line, right before you score, like a 4th and inches type of power back, bro. That's what he is, bro. He's a runner. And then the other big one, Trey Hendrickson, he obviously has been in drama island over there in Cincinnati since the beginning of the season. He was going to retire. He was going to sign an extension, but then he didn't. And then he was going to get traded or whatever the case was. He finally has his pick of his next team. He is in full control of where he ends up playing next season. So Trey Hendrickson is available. I would love to see him on a team that's already kind of competitive in the playoffs. I think a good team that he could end up on. Hold on. A good team he could end up on. I'm not sure on their money situation, so I can't be entirely sure. But I would like to see him maybe on the 49ers. I think the 49ers, obviously, I think he improves that defense substantially, especially when everybody comes back healthy next season. 49ers are a sleeper team, guys. Do not sleep on them. They will make some noise next season, bro. Assuming everybody stays healthy. They do have to get another wide receiver because Brandon Ayuk, like I said, he's gone. He's out of there. He's out of there. Let's see. Is there anything else football-wise? Oh, and then I think this might be one of the last things. Yeah, the Trent McDuffie trade. Obviously, that happened today too. Excuse me, chat. Trent McDuffie is an LA Ram. He did get sent to the LA Rams. Bum, bum, bum. Why would the Chiefs do this? The Chiefs, honestly, they've been known to do this. They've been known to trade away their players that they have that are right there at their peak in their career. They did something similar with their other cornerback that they had. What was his name? Oh, his last name was Snead. Right? I'm pretty sure. Willie Snead? Willing to bet that's his name. Oh, I bet you. Oh, it's not Willie Snead, bro. Nah, bro, I'm tripping. Chad, I'm tripping. Bro, he played against Tyreek Hill and literally clamped him, bro. I'm not tripping, bro. I'm not tripping. There he is, right here. I knew his last name was Snead, bro. They did something similar with L'Jarius Sneed, okay? Sending him off to Tennessee. Another cornerback, superstar. Well, I wouldn't, maybe not superstar anymore, but at the time he was pretty decent, man. He was a good cornerback. He still is a good cornerback. Let me not say he's not, but he definitely is. But obviously now they get rid of Trent McDuffie, so that's another hole that the Chiefs have to fill at some point in the offseason. But they're gonna have plenty of picks to do that. Look at how many picks they got. 1, 2, 3, 4 picks. 3 of them are this year. They did get the Rams. One of the Rams' first-round picks is the pick that they have at number 29. The Rams do have another pick, I believe, in the top 15 somewhere that they get from Atlanta from the trade that they did with them. But it wasn't that one. It was the pick that's at 29. So they're going to get the first-round pick 29. The 5th round and the 6th rounder of this year's draft is going to the Chiefs. And then next year, they get a 3rd round pick as well. So they have 4 picks basically to find a replacement. They're gonna hit on one of them. I mean, they usually do. They have a really good front office over there in Kansas City. So not surprised at this trade. And obviously, if you don't know, these are the last 10 first-round picks that the Rams have owned. Take a look at the numbers, man. They've traded 9 of them away, bro. 9 of them. Look, traded. All trade. You know, the one that they kept, their replacement for Aaron Donald, Mr. Jared Verse, bro. The 2-time Pro Bowler, by the way. Defensive Player Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse. But yeah, and then they traded the other ones. It was pretty crazy in my opinion. But hey, you know, to each their own. Like I said right here, F them picks, man. If you guys don't know, now you know. And then Stephon Diggs getting released. I did mention that earlier. We went over that, but yeah, he's gone. And we're back in real time now, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. So now we're gonna get into. Oh, we're already at 40 minutes, chat. Oh my god. All right, let's get into the QB tier list now. This is what I had in my. Oh, guys, hold on. This looks terrible. I want you guys to be able to see everything here. If I zoom out a little bit. Okay. Chad, I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to see the quarterback heads that come there. Pause. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm just going to move myself over here. Boom. Awesome. There we go, chat. Alright, do we look good here? We look good on the vertical one? Alright, awesome. Alright, so we have the quarterback tier list. We're just going to do this tier list, I guess, on how they finished last season. I feel like that that should be a good base point. If they didn't play or they played like 1 or 2 games, I'm just going to put them on accountant. So if you guys see the tiers here, we have elite, we have the stars, we have the above average quarterbacks, all right? We have the game managers. I didn't want to put trash, like, because I don't think, you can't say these guys are trash. I feel like that's harsh on them. But, you know, accountant, like, you know, maybe you just get a different job, or maybe you just get behind a computer or something. You just be an accountant, you know? And then, yeah, then we have the 5 tiers, so let's get right into it, bro. So the first quarterback that we have right here is Anthony Richardson. Yo, you guys are hearing that noise, bro. I don't know what that noise is, but if it's someone gifting me subs, bro, thanks, bro. I doubt it, but I don't know. It doesn't tell me. The first one I have here is Anthony Richardson. I feel like we're going to put him on accountant level. I do think he just needs to be in the right type of situation. He had a crazy eye injury for most of the season this season, so we didn't see him. But obviously they did have Daniel Jones, but he did end up getting hurt, which led to Phillip Rivers, which is a crazy thing to say right now in the year of 2026. But here we are. We saw Phillip Rivers in the Colts uniform again, playing at the age of 40 plus. And it's insane. But anyways, back to Anthony Richardson. So I'm not going to... I can't put him a game manager because I don't think he is a game manager. I don't think he can be good enough to win you a game and just manage it. So he's going to be on the accountant level. The next one that I have here is Aaron Rodgers. I have to put him here. Just, I feel like, off of pure name, Aaron Rodgers. Like, you can't say this guy is just a game manager. He's not. Granted, he is old. He is in his 40s. Tom Brady was 40 and won a Super Bowl, though. So, you know, maybe he can do it. I doubt it'd be in Pittsburgh that he does it if he does. But I can't say he's a game manager. But maybe throughout the rest of this list, depending on how the tiers look, if we have to reshuffle, then maybe we'll have to move him down. But for now, above average. Baker Mayfield, I'm going to put him here. Oh, no. We're going to put him... Nah. We're going to put him here. We're going to put him here. If the man can play, I think the farther down that they are is obviously, like, you know, they're towards the back end of it. So this is, like, borderline above average to stars, okay? Bo Nix, I'm going to put him here. But, okay, though. Is that crazy to put him there, Chad? Is it crazy to put Bo Nix there? We'll see. We're going to put him there for now. We might have to reshuffle, like I said. Brock Purdy. Yeah, I'm going to put him here, bro. I'm putting him there. Bryce Young. Is it crazy to keep moving Aaron Rodgers back there, guys? I don't know, bro. Caleb Williams, definitely a star, bro. He's a stud. Cam Ward. We're going to put him right here. He's not a... I can't say he's above average. The Tennessee Titans absolutely sucked last season. Granted, not all of it can be on him, but you got to play it. You can play. You can definitely play a little bit better. That's just my opinion. Granted, rookie year, first year, second season is always, you know, a good year for quarterback. Well, maybe not always, but it's usually a good year for quarterbacks because they get more familiar with the game plan. If they have the same coaching staff, which actually, now that I think about it, he is going to have a new coach next season. So maybe things are a little bit tricky. So as of right now, game manager. Dak Prescott, I'm sorry, buddy, but your fall off is actually insane. I'm going to put you right here. Dylan Gabriel, right now, he's an accountant, bro. He's an accountant. I saw enough of him where I felt like Shador should have just been the automatic starter. Granted, I don't think their talent is that much different. I do think that they're good at their own things, but Shador should have just been the starter from day one. He looked a lot better, a lot more comfortable at least. Drake May. Is it crazy to put him at elite? For right now, I'm going to put him there because there's nobody else there, and it's Drake May. So be mad if you want. Geno Smith, bro, buddy. Get behind the desk, man. Get behind the desk. Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts. I'm going to put him here. A lot of people are going to say that's crazy and that he's a fraud. But I can't deny the numbers that are there in front of it. So he's going to be at the back end. I might move him around, but we'll see. Jared Goff, I think he's one of the best mid players I have ever seen. So we're going to put him right there. Is it crazy to put him here? No. It is crazy. Let's keep stars and elite, an exclusive club. Let's not make it easy to get in, bro, Jackson Dart. I actually do like him better than Cam Ward. So I'm going to put Cam Ward right here in the back. Jaden Daniels, he really didn't have a great year. Obviously, he was hurt a lot throughout this season. So I feel like it's only fair if I just put him here. Is that crazy? Because he did do really good last season, but... Or not last season, the season before, but... Again, this is based off last season, so I'm just going to keep him there. I feel like he's definitely not a game manager. Like, he's definitely not on this level. Honestly, I would definitely take him over Dak Prescott, if I'm being honest. And maybe... Okay. It was crazy to put him back there. My bad, guys. My bad. That's on me. I'll take that. But right now, I'm going to leave him right there, right? This is J.J. McCarthy. I feel like yeah. I'm not sold on J.J. McCarthy, man. That's just me being honest. Joe Burrow, he's elite, bro. And let's correct that. I'm sorry, Drake May, but you've lost your number one spot. Joe Flacco, man. The best game manager I've ever seen, bro. He's definitely going to throw 400 yards, but he might throw 2 interceptions while he's at it. But Jordan Love, obviously, he's a star. Am I taking him over both of these guys? Yes. Am I taking him over Caleb Williams? I'm not sure, but I love that they're going at it in the regular season. Obviously, the tie-breaking game in the playoffs. Insane game. Insane games in all 3 games. Not even just the playoff game, but yeah. Josh Allen, obviously, top dog up there. You got to put him in there. Welcome to the club. Justin Fields, we're going to put you at the back end here, buddy. I definitely would take you over all of these guys in the counting level. But I like Cam Ward and I like Jack. Is it crazy that I have Joe Flacco? Nah, yeah. Well, yeah. That's better. Justin Herbert. We're going to put him right here, man. Like I said, I want to keep stars and elite an exclusive club. I don't want to make it too easy. I feel like Bo Nix and Jalen Hurts being in there is already too much. But I want to finish out the rest of this list. Who is this? Kenny Pickett? Yeah, buddy. You can pick my numbers, bro, because you're an accountant. Kyler Murray. A free agent. I'm definitely going to take him over Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going to keep it like that. I feel like he needs to have a really good bounce back year to get back in that conversation. He did have a really good stretch in his early career, but I feel like with everything that's just been thrown at him, I feel like he just needs a new place to kind of reset and have a bounce back year. And I feel like he's definitely better than the game managers and the accountants. So, yeah. Lamar Jackson. Is that crazy? Or should it be like this? I feel like it should be like this. I feel like it might have to be like that. Stafford. Oh, that elite is getting crowded. Chad. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm going to put Stafford because he did win the MVP. So. Patrick Mahomes. Listen, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. And he's the guy that everybody wants, no matter what. But the numbers do not lie, unfortunately. So I'm going to put him right here. Michael Penix. Sorry, the screen's a little small for me right now. Michael Penix, listen, man. I'm going to put you here. You're not too bad. I like you better than other guys here. I don't like you over Aaron Rodgers. And yeah. Russell Wilson, buddy. I'm gonna put you right here. Yeah. Sam Darnold. Ooh. Is he a star? Is he? I feel like he should be like right here. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, chat? I'm putting him there. Shador. Yeah, I feel like that's alright. Trevor Lawrence, listen, Trevor Lawrence had a good season, bro. I have to throw him in here, and I think I'm gonna throw him right here. Oh my god, bro, that's my guy, bro. It breaks my heart, bro. It literally breaks my heart to do this to him, bro. It does. But I'm gonna have to put him right there, bro. I'm sorry, man. He just... Nah, because I don't like it. I don't like these guys as much as I like Tua. I think Tua can win more games than them. Listen, guys, this guy... You guys can say what you want. You guys cannot tell me that this man was a bust, though. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not having that debate, bro. It's not even a debate, bro. He literally had great seasons. He's put up some of the best numbers in NFL history, by the way, if you look at his passer ratings. Okay, so he is no bust, but I cannot deny the tape of last season, man. So he's going to go in the spot right here between Shador and Russ. My boy Tyler, I'm going to put Tyler at the top of this list. You know what? No, I'm going to put him... Oh, nope, I'm going to put him right here. And I'm sorry, A-Rod, but you're going to have to move down to the game managers, buddy. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And this last guy, I'm pretty sure, is Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to put Aiden O'Connell. He literally just looks like an accountant, let's be honest. But I do like some of these other guys over him. So I feel like this list is a safe list, right? Let's adjust this. Oh, wait, no. Let's move this a little bit. Oh, you guys can't see all of it, though. Hold on. Okay, I think Tyler's the last one, so... Hold on. I'm adjusting for the Twitter stream, guys. Hold on. Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to get all of it, guys. I'm sorry. Sucks to suck. Join on Twitch. Anyways. So, I'll pass the screen over, but as you guys have it, I feel like this list is as good as it's going to get, man. I feel like... Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. I wanted to keep only 5 quarterbacks in the elite status. So we have 5, we have 10, we have 11 quarterbacks. I feel like we need to only keep 5 and 5. I feel like that should be fair, right, chat? We're going to do this. Because honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think he might have to go right here. I don't know what the freak that noise is, bro. Who's gifting me subs, bro? Brock and Baker should be at star? Nah, bro. No way, bro. No way. I feel like this is a good list, bro. I think this is solid. I think I'm leaving this as it is. So, chat, if you guys can see, you guys have my full NFL quarterback tier list based off of performance last season. There you have it, man. A lot of questionable, decisions were made on this tier list. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm willing to debate you guys. I'm gonna post this on all my socials, as you guys know, and we can get into the debate. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. I'm with it. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up our tier list. Let's move back over to Twitter. put us back over here. Let's move this back here. This back here too. And Dart should be above average. You're crazy, bro. Is that Lemon City Legend set? Yo, Jake! What's happening, bro? Bro, you missed my NFL tier list, bro. Hold on, wait. Now I'm gonna go back to it. Check out this tier list, bro. Let me know what you're... Oh, wait. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if you need me to zoom in. Let me zoom in a little bit. What are your thoughts on this quarterback tier list, bro? Let me hear it, bro. Let me drink some Coke. Man, I feel like there's an outlier somewhere in here, but I'm not too sure how the crowd's gonna react if I do what I want to do right now. I'm thinking of switching Bo Nix for Justin Herbert. Is that crazy? Is that crazy, guys? I don't know, man. I'm sorry, bro. My Wi-Fi is tripping, bro. Everybody trying to be on my Wi-Fi, bro. It's good now. Bet. For the show. I'm trying to see if my boy Jake is going to get back on here. I don't know if he saw my quarterback tier list. I want to get some of his thoughts on here. Let me go like this real quick. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is perfect. Jake is back, baby. Let's go. Alright, Jake. Alright. Now you guys can see my quarterback tier list a little bit closer. Alright. I don't know if you guys heard me before the stream cut off, but I said I feel like there's an outlier in this tier list. But I feel like if I say it, it's going to cause a lot of debate. I'm thinking maybe we switch out Bo Nix for Justin Herbert. Chill, bro. Mac Jones is not even on this list. But I need to zoom in more for you, Jake, because Mac Jones is not on here. At least I don't think, right? Yeah, no, I don't see him. He's not on here. Tua should be entry level and Dak should be a manager. He's above average on garbage nowadays. Listen, bro. Don't talk about my guy Tua like that, man. Bro, Tua is not on accountant level, bro. Chill on my guy, bro. Chill on my guy. Oh, he met Drake May? Bro, he was second place in MVP voting. What? He is definitely elite. Alright. I did want to keep elite an exclusive tier. I'm willing to move him down to stars, but I don't think he had a better season than Mahomes. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm keeping him at elite, man. He's got to be elite. I gotta keep Drake May elite. I mean, he has the best nickname of all time. He's earned his place. But Bo Nix for Justin Herbert, is that crazy? Is that crazy to switch him out? What do you guys think, man? Even if he's really good, he's not better than Mahomes. They should be switched. Well, I was kind of ranking them based on how they performed last season. I obviously think Mahomes is a quarterback that every single NFL team is drafting. If there was a fantasy draft, whoever has the number one overall pick, it's going Mahomes easily. But I feel like Bo Nix and Justin Herbert should be switched. I feel like that's valid. Nix and Herbert are kind of even, but the lights aren't too bright for Nix in the playoffs, unlike Herbert. So that is true. That is true. Justin Herbert be pooping the bed, bro, when he gets into the playoffs, man. I don't know what it is, bro, but he just forgets everything about the game of football. So maybe you're right, bro. Maybe I do have to keep him there. But I think other than that, I feel like the rest of this list is pretty spot on. I'd move Jaden Daniels up to about like maybe like right here or right here if he was healthy for most of his season, but he wasn't. So, where'd you put Ewers? They didn't give me Ewers on the as one of the options, so I couldn't even rank him. But if I could rank him, I mean, honestly, we only got a small sample size, so I'd probably just put him in front of Joe Flacco, if I'm being honest. Or maybe in front of Justin Fields, too. Because Russ can still hoop. And let's be honest, like, I feel like still Tua is better than Ewers. Like I said, bro, earlier in the pod, I feel like Tua just had a really bad year. Because if you take the rest of all of his other seasons, he's not bad. So, but I guess if I'm keeping it strictly from last season, then yeah, maybe he should be an accountant. Why is Sam Darnold on above average? He should be in front of Herbert. You're crazy, bro. Listen, I love Sam Darnold, but if you're a quarterback and you won a Super Bowl and you're not winning Super Bowl MVP, bro, you are nothing but just above average. I'm just being honest. Unless you're Tom Brady. Tom Brady doesn't count. That was the outlier when what's his name? Julian Edelman won Super Bowl MVP. That year, that was the only year that I don't count. Remake the tier list, but with Conference USA quarterbacks. Yo, Joey P, bro. Holy P. P. Shiesty. Joe Shiesty. He definitely would be elite, bro. I would draft him number 1 overall in any draft. That's my guy, man. That is my guy, bro. But yeah, I feel like this tier list was pretty solid. So let's move back to our Twitter news, because that's what we were going to go back to earlier before our Wi-Fi cut out. Hopefully it doesn't cut out again. Let me see. Let me get my page up here. Bro, I don't know what that noise is, bro, but it's tweaking me out, bro. It's tweaking me out. What happened here? Oh, I think that was a stream. Oh, wait. The screen's too big now. Boom. Boom. Alright, so we're going to get into some hoops. So I did mention that Bam Adebayo mentioned some things in a press conference that I kind of wanted to address. It was a little bit a while ago, so, you know, forgive me for being a little late on this. But yeah, so here we have it. Can I play the audio? Can you guys hear the audio? It's low.
You see how we can defend, how we can play, like how we click on offense. Like you see.
All right, now it should be good.
And for us, man, we just got to keep this same mentality, the same edge, and go out there and show the world we can get out of this plan. Because obviously, some of my OGs, I ain't gonna say no name, but he sent me a voice message acting like we couldn't do it.
I don't know.
So that was some comments that Bam Adebayo made the other day, post game, on the Amazon crew. I think that's the Prime crew, with Udonis Haslam and those guys. So just some interesting food for thought here. But if you guys were better than a play-in team, then you guys wouldn't be a play-in team. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm a Heat fan. I love the Heat. But I also have to be real when it comes to this sports podcast, stuff. I have to be as unbiased as possible. I say that as I'm wearing my Sportswithseb FIU themed color shirt. But I have to give it to Bam, bro. Like, I have to give it to him and be real. Look, you guys haven't been better than a playing team. Honestly, I'm surprised that they've been as good as they have been this season. Earlier in this year, before the season even started, I projected them having just around 35 wins, which right now I want to say we're like at 34 wins or something like that. I could pull it up actually. And I think they're also playing today. Or maybe I'm tripping. No, they play on Thursday. See what that noise? You guys can hear that noise, right? I don't know what that noise is, but it's tweaking me out. I agree though with MC725, bro. Caleb needs to have another year like that to prove to me he's elite. But I do agree with you in the sense that he's like borderline elite though. Noises in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what that noise is. 33 wins. They're at 33 wins right now and 29 losses. That is around what? That's 62 games that they've played already this season. There's 20 games left to go. Can they make some type of run at the end of the season and possibly get out the play-in? Yes, of course. They only sit half a game out of 6th place, which is right above the play-in tournament. My guy, the noise is the chat notification. No, it's not, bro. There's so many chats that are there's, well, not so many, like, I'm not famous or anything, but, like, there's a couple of comments that have come, like, it only happens, like, once every, like, 5 comments. That's what I'm saying. It's like if whatever, I don't care. It's tweaking me out. He can beat teams with weaker overall rosters, but don't have the playmakers to take down teams. I agree, yes. Listen, I was never too thrilled about the Norman Powell joining the Miami Heat. I feel like that was pointless. At least if we're just going to let him walk this season. If we're going to let him walk, fine. Cool. But I don't want to see Norman Powell in a Heat uniform next season, bro. I'm sorry. Not when we have Tyler Hero. We have two of our best players aside from Bam, right? With Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, they can't play on the court at the same time. They suck. They are the worst. They are the worst, bro. Literally, we had to move Tyler Hero to come off the bench, bro. What? Come on. We're paying that guy starter money. He's an all-star. Why is he not starting every game? Norman Powell and Tyler Hero either need to figure it out or one of them needs to go next season. And I wanted Tyler Hero or Norman Powell to be gone before the trade deadline, but it just couldn't happen, bro. Pat Riley is just so stuck in his way that the Miami Heat are just going to be mediocre forever. There are many players that are safe in the off-season, to be honest. Maybe Bam, Jamie, Jovic, Fondaccio. I agree. I think Bam, obviously, he's probably the safest player on our team. I'm not too sure on Jovic. I do feel like he's definitely more on the side where he could be dealt, especially if there's a big player that wants to come to Miami, even though that happens all the time. We always, the Miami Heat, top destination. Yeah, okay, buddy. We got Norman Powell, bro. We got Norman freaking Powell, bro. You're telling me we got KD, Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie Irving, Giannis, and you gave me Norman Powell? Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But I just can't take it. So, back to the original point, though. I can't agree with Bam on this one. Like, I feel like if you guys were better than the play-in team, you guys wouldn't be in the play-in. Right now, they're not too far off. Like I said, they're half a game out of 6th place. Plenty of games to be played in the season for them to come back and get out of the play-in. But can they? Sure. Will they be any type of NBA Finals run like they did in the bubble or when they ended up playing the Nuggets? No, it's not happening. Keep Wiggins for the vibes. Honestly, I like Wiggins, but I would like him for either around the same type of money he's getting paid right now or maybe even a little bit cheaper because, like I said, we're not winning with Norman Powell, Hero, and Bam on our roster. Either Hero or Powell needs to go. We need to start clearing some cap space so we can go sign someone instead of relying on someone to trade with us. And by the way, the NBA, hello, Terry Rozier, how are you not going to compensate us in any type of way for that ridiculous stuff that you guys did? You guys knew about everything that was going on with Terry Rozier, and you guys didn't let the Miami Heat know. And the Charlotte Hornets, shame on you too. Owned by Michael Jordan, by the way. That's why, bro. That's why, bro. That guy's shady, bro. That guy's shady. That Michael Jordan guy, shady, bro. Shady as hell, man. He knew everything, bro. And they still let the trade go through and didn't even let us know. Because I'm sure if the Heat would have known, they wouldn't have even touched Terry Rozier, bro. They would have kept him very, very far away. Who knows where the Heat could have been by then. Alright, let's see. What else did I have here that I wanted to talk about? Yeah, so that was, honestly, that was really it for the NBA. There hasn't been, like I said, there was the All-Star break, and then they started easing into the NBA again. So it's starting to pick up a little bit now, but we'll see how the rest of it goes. But we're going to move on to some college basketball hoops. MJ ain't give a damn about the bum Hornet. Yeah, that's true. His NASCAR team is going crazy right now. Let's see here. Oh, shout out Jake. Yo, guys, now that I have it up here, Make sure you guys go follow Pause Up Podcast, bro. Make sure you guys go give them a follow. My boy Jake, my boy Kevin, they're running the FIU coverage. And they are also looking like they're about to drop episode 117 with FIU football head coach Willie Simmons. Guys, make sure you guys go tune into their stream. Their countdown is 1 minute and 30 seconds away. Make sure you guys go check that out, bro. It's about to start pretty soon. Let's see. Let's go back here. Yeah, back to the Canes hoops that I wanted to mention, though. So let's go back to my page real quick, just so I can... Oh, let's go back to the top here. Oh, actually, I did see a couple of NFL news that came out when I was scrolling on the bottom on my phone. Ah, oh, dude, I forgot what it was. Whatever, bro. It just wasn't meant to be. Alright. That's a replay. It dropped last month, but the episode is leaked. Oh, alright. But still, guys, make sure you guys go watch it, bro. Ah, oh, bro. Poopy, bro. What are we doing, man? Get me back to the top. There we go. Alright, so let's get into some NCAA college hoops. Obviously, we're in March, guys. We know what that means, man. It's time for March Madness, bro. I did recently go... Oh, make sure you guys go check out the FIU baseball stuff. I did go to their game yesterday. Unfortunately, they did lose, but they are playing the rematch today versus Boston College at the FIU baseball stadium. So make sure you guys go check that out. And yeah, check out some of that cool stuff. Let's see, back to what we were talking about, though. Where is the freaking thing, bro? Oh, here it is. Boom. The Canes, man. They finally made it to the top 25 in the nation. In the nation. They're ranked number 22 as far as the latest AP poll that came out for men's college basketball hoops. Like I said, March Madness is right around the corner. We already have some tournament play starting for the women's basketball, and men's basketball starts, I believe, this weekend, if not, definitely next week. So if you guys haven't done your brackets, make sure you get ready for those brackets, man. A lot of conference tournament play going on first, of course, and then we move on to the national tournament, the March Madness bracket tournament, the one that we've all been waiting for, that we do every day, every year. We make 300 brackets for none of them to be it. One day, someone will win. One day. So yeah, so the Canes, they finally got ranked for the first time in quite some time. It's been a couple of seasons since the last time we've seen the Canes in the top 25, let alone being this good. I mean, last season, guys, they were on the opposite side of where they are right now. Let's pull up their exact record just because I want to show you the big turnaround that they had this season. So this season, as you guys see here, ranked number 22, they sit at 12-4. I don't know if I have to zoom in for you guys a little bit. But yeah, you guys can see it there. If you guys can see it on the Twitter feed there, 12-4 in conference play, but 23-6 overall on the season. And they still have 2 games left to go. If they win one more game, they do secure 3rd place in the ACC conference tournament. They could probably... Oh no, I think actually because Virginia won the other day. Yeah, man. I was going to say, I think they can come back and get into 2nd place, but I think even if they win out, they're still cutting it very close. I think Virginia might have the tiebreaker on them because Virginia did beat them in their matchup this season. Yeah, they did. And Virginia only had... Oh, they do have... Oh, they have one more game left. It is a conference game. Hold on. Hold on now. No, yeah, they're cooked. They're a game and a half back, so yeah, no, it's cooked. Gotta say, I can see Miami going on another run and making it to the Sweet 16-8. I can agree, man. I really do think that this team is very solid, bro. When they lock in defensively, it's a nightmare, bro. It's a nightmare for them. They're one of the best teams defensively. At least I feel like that I've seen in quite some time in men's college basketball. But they are looking to secure 3rd place. I think if they just have to win one of their last 2 games. So I believe they're actually playing right now. Let me see if I can pull up the scores real quick for you guys. Yeah, there we go at the top. Oh, my guys Oh, there you go, right there. Boom. 53-40 versus SMU right now. 12 minutes left in their game. So obviously another conference game for the Hurricanes. They're probably going to win number 24. But the reason I brought up the standings the last time, that's what I forgot, was because I wanted to show you the turnaround from last season. Guys, this is first year head coach, okay? Jai Lucas, bro. Hold on. Here we go. Look at them. First of all, you don't even see them on this list right now. Look at where they are, bro. They're literally at the bottom, bro. 7-24. A complete turnaround this season with 23 wins and 6 losses with 2 games left to play. They still can get 25 wins on the year. Who knows what can go down, but it looks like they will end up getting win 24 tonight if they can hold on to their 13-point lead that they have versus SMU. Moving on to another basketball team in men's college basketball. The other South Florida team that I, Sportswithseb, cover. FIU! FIU, baby! Let's look at some Conference USA. Why is this not going away? Thank you. Conference USA, the best conference in every sport. Here we go, man. The Florida International Panthers sitting at what? I think this is 9th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8! So we are tied with Missouri State for 8th and 9th place right now. Looks like that we do have the tiebreaker. So we are sitting at number 8 in the conference. Only the top 10 make it to the conference tournament. So as of right now, it looks like UTEP and Delaware are falling out of conference tournament play. However, it is still pretty close. Everybody's within 1 to 2 games from each other, so these last couple of spots could still change before the season ends in the next week or so. So let's buckle up, man. I know FIU does have a game tomorrow, and they have another game on Saturday. So they still have 2 more games left in this season. I will be at the one tomorrow and the one on Saturday. So make sure you guys are staying in tune with Sportswithseb for all the Sportswithseb basketball FIU content. And make sure you guys are obviously keeping up with the 11 City. So we're going to get the recap article out for you guys. And of course, pause up. Make sure you guys are staying in tune with them, because they will also be covering that game and the game on the 7th. So FIU looking to make that conference tournament. Sitting at 7-11, obviously not the best. We do want to try and be at least over 500 in conference play, but it just hasn't worked out for us this season. A lot of close losses that we've had, a lot of heartbreakers, a lot of big leads that we've blown down the stretch, and we sit at 14-15 on the season. It would be nice to finish the season above 500, because nobody wants to finish the season under 500. It just doesn't look good, man. So if we can at least finish, 16-15, we'll be all right. It won't be the result that we want, of course, but at least it wasn't completely terrible. Head coach Jeremy Ballard, he is on an expiring deal this season. This could be his last season as head coach for FIU, but we have to wait and see, because maybe there's a contract extension talk at some point. Maybe at some point in the offseason they just decide to extend him again. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But as of right now, no contract talks are in place, and no contract for next season or the seasons following are in contention. Sorry, I had a brain fart. And yeah, man, I think that's going to wrap up our first episode. We ran a little bit long today, but I think most of that is probably because it took me like 10 minutes to get everything started. And then we had another 10 minutes of my Wi-Fi just deciding not to work midstream. But that is going to wrap up Sportswithseb episode number 1. There really wasn't anything else that I wanted to talk about. I don't think anything new has happened as of right now. Let's just check the scores of some of the top sports going on, I guess, just to see what we're looking like across the sports world. Excuse me. We have the Knicks and the Thunder playing right now. The Thunder are ahead by 11 points, 63-52 at the Garden. Obviously, we have the Canes over SMU. We have some more college hoops here that we see. We got California over Georgia Tech. We got Baylor playing a little bit later tonight. Purdue and Northwestern again tonight, and then the NBA scoreboard obviously going on tonight. A couple of other games going on too. Thoughts on the new Pitbull, dude? That's gonna be amazing, man. I'm sick and tired of going to the football games and getting the little beads in my shoes. By the end of the game, I'm going like this with my shoe, pouring out pieces of the turf from getting in my shoe. So hopefully we don't have that problem again next season. And honestly, it looks amazing. It looks actually green, a good grass green, not like the dark green that we had. But I'm excited to see what kind of designs FIU is going to do next season for the turf. Obviously, if you guys have been watching the FIU games or keeping up with the Pause Up and Sports with Seb coverage on the FIU football games, you guys know that every home game is usually a different theme, and they do different things on the actual field, not just, oh, wear this color shirt. No, they go all out. They really do it up. And we're still waiting for Pitbull to perform. So, Pitbull, if you're watching, I know you're watching, Pitbull. Make sure you do a performance at Pitbull Stadium. The fans need it, bro. The fans need it. But yeah, I think that's it, man. I think we're gonna sign off here. I know you guys are waiting for my Madden rebuild, guys. I promise it's coming. I'm gonna start filming that actually tonight, if not tomorrow. But like I said, we do have basketball season that is wrapping up, so I will be doing that on Thursday and Saturday, so I'm going to try to find some time to record the Madden rebuild. We are rebuilding the Minnesota Vikings, if you guys don't know. So, let me actually go full screen here. Boom! We are rebuilding the Minnesota Vikings, if you guys don't know, for our Madden 26 rebuild series on YouTube that we will be posting. And yeah, man, I'm going to catch you guys in the next episode. I'm going to chop this up, make it a clip again on YouTube. So I'm sorry I couldn't go live on YouTube, guys. I know you guys were looking forward to it, but it didn't work out. It only let me stream from 2 different places. So, hey, it is what it is.